Now the Badgers are back. Highlights in a live report from UW football's return to play at Michigan. And why some residents in Sun Prairie are upset that the city is tearing down a historic home. Plus, health experts urge Americans to change their behavior as new COVID cases explode across the U.S.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. The Badgers are finally back on the field tonight. 3 weeks after their season opener, they got the chance to hit the road and play Michigan. That's where we find sports director Zach Hanley with the latest. A big game for UW today, Zach.
Yeah, Amanda, a huge game, not only for the Badgers, but for Michigan. They entered 2-1. They lost back-to-back games, so they really needed this one, and it was going to be, will there be any rust for the Badgers? Because they haven't played since they beat Illinois way back in October. But the biggest question mark for the Badgers, who's going to be the starting quarterback? Would Graham Mertz be good to go? Let's take the highlights right here. It's safe to say Graham Mertz was good to go, but the Kansas Cannon didn't need much today because his defense came to play. Joe Milton rolls out and gets picked off by Scott Nelson. The first two drives for the Wolverines ended in interceptions for the Badgers. And the Wisconsin Badgers would turn those turnovers into points. Mertz hits Mason Stockey for the score. And then Nakia Watson would score. Mason Stockey would score again. And then you're going to see Nakia Watson taking the handoff and going 10 yards up the gut untouched. At halftime, it was 28-0. At one point after the first quarter, Michigan had more turnovers than yards. 2 turnovers to 1 yard. The game is still going on right now. 1:36 left. Wisconsin up 49-11. Safe to say the Badgers are rolling. 2 weeks off. Didn't look like they were rusty at all. Wisconsin about to go to 2-0 on the year. Amanda?
Yeah, and for Badger fans, they've been waiting for a game. This was an exciting one to watch.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like... Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, it seemed like that they didn't even need 2 weeks off. They just picked up where they left off at Illinois, or against Illinois. And, you know, a minute 10, or less than a minute now, 49-11. Badgers looking real good.
Looking good. All right. Thank you so much, Zach. New tonight, one of Dane County's most historic homes is on its way out. Adam Duxter explains why, despite efforts to save it, Sun Prairie's Thompson Farm will be no more.
Since 1866, the Greek Revival structure known as Thompson Farm has called Wisconsin home.
It's just so visible from the highway, and it's a classic.
But now, the farmhouse just off Highway 151 in Sun Prairie is a hollowed shell of its former self. Its windows gone and insides open to the elements. A sad sight for preservationists like Paul Scheineman.
Well, it's such a profound loss for the city of Sun Prairie, for the state of Wisconsin, and for the country.
In June of 2019, it was Scheineman and former Sun Prairie Mayor Joe Chase who explained the city's agreement to give the house away for free to anyone who would be willing to move it. But those plans never materialized.
It's been moved twice already. It could have happened again.
And now, the house that stood long before this community did is making way for future growth.
You want to make sure that you don't forget about the past. And if there's an opportunity to integrate some of the past properties, I think that should be one of the important considerations.
Scheineman and Chase say they're disappointed, but hopeful others will step in and prevent this from happening to other city landmarks in the future.
I want this community to be remembering its past and have icons of its past still available for people to see.
Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Some parts of the U.S. are already dealing with some very snowy conditions. Now, the traffic camera shows an interstate in Clear Creek County, Colorado. We are not seeing anything like they are seeing right now. Dana, It was cold today, but not that cold.
Not
We're
that
not there yet.
cold. No. We had that rain coming down. Of course, if we were about 15 degrees cooler, then we would be looking at a little snow mixed in with that. But it is rain for us. We have another band starting to move in, seeing a bit of lightning along with that in parts of Greene County, just south of Monroe. Those showers will continue to lift northeast, so the rain just moving through the area, as well as these wind gusts. Overall, wind gusts have been in the teens generally for the last few hours, but we've seen those wind gusts pick up closer to 30 miles per hour. So we do have a wind advisory in effect overnight into early Sunday morning. It's going to be windy outside tonight and a little rainy, but then we move to sunny conditions for the start of the week. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you so much, Dana. Wisconsin is reporting its fewest new cases since last Sunday. DHS and county dashboard show an increase of more than 4,500 over the past day. There haven't been fewer than 4,000 cases in a single day since November 2nd. Wisconsin surpassed 300,000 all-time infections yesterday. 38 more people have died over the last day, while about 70,000 cases remain active. There are new pleas for Americans to change their behavior as the COVID crisis accelerates throughout the country. For the fourth straight day yesterday, a new record for daily infections, with every state seeing a surge. CBS News' Danya Bacchus has the latest.
The COVID crisis in this country is accelerating out of control. Every state feeling the pain. Record after record shattered as cases and hospitalization surge. In North Dakota, an about face. Governor Doug Burgum issuing a new mandate in the red-hot COVID state to wear masks starting today.
Our situation has changed, and we must change with it.
New Mexico's governor calling what's happening in her state critical.
We are in a life or death situation.
Same story in Utah. The state had its deadliest week so far in the pandemic. Staffed ICU beds there are full, so the governor had to call in 200 traveling nurses. Nationwide, infections now averaging more than 140,000 a day. That's a jump of 75% in 2 weeks.
At this point, it's a sign of disrespect if you're not wearing your mask.
Rachel Thane is a respiratory therapist in Idaho, where the National Guard has been mobilized to help with the coronavirus response.
I am not going to contract COVID in the hospital. We are very safe there with masks, hand washing, socially distancing. I'm going to contract COVID in the community, unfortunately.
That state's governor, Brad Little, is appealing for common sense.
This comes down to personal responsibility. Please wear a mask when you're around another person who's not in your household.
Here in the West, there are new travel restrictions. Governors of California, Oregon, and Washington state are telling travelers to stay away. As for Thanksgiving travel, one of President-elect Biden's advisors warned against it, calling it pouring gasoline on a fire. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
It's been 8 months since coronavirus lockdowns began, and the long-term effects are still unknown. But there's one thing we do know. That's the harsh impact it's had on many small businesses. Customers and employees said goodbye to Rockhound Brewing Company today. The Madison Brew Pub is permanently closing its doors for in-house dining after being hit by the harsh effects of the pandemic. Employees say their goal was to create a sense of community behind the small business.
There were a lot of folks where we knew their names, and they really appreciated that, knowing that we actually knew who they were and that we actually cared about them.
Although they won't be open for dining anymore, Rockhound Brewing isn't going away completely. They will continue to sell beers available for pickup on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays while supplies last. A $1 use agreement is in the works for the Duck Pond, home of the Madison Mallards baseball team. The Mallards rent the baseball field at Warner Park from the city of Madison. A possible lease agreement would lower rent from more than $67,000 to $1 in the year 2021. The Mallards organization has suffered financially from COVID-19 restrictions prohibiting hosting home games at the park.
If we get back to normal, if we get back to full capacity and selling games out again, the city's going to make about the same in rent back from us that they would in a typical year.
The Board of Park Commissioners approved the agreement in early November. The Madison Common Council is expected to take it up on Tuesday. Several groups are rallying in support of President Trump across the country today, including right here in Wisconsin. Supporters gathered outside the Marathon County Courthouse in Wausau to call for a full recount of the 2020 results. The rally's organizer says they want a fair recount, and if that's complete, they will accept the results.
Well, I guess once we know for sure that the count is accurate and that there weren't any shenanigans, that there weren't any fraudulent votes, I for sure would be willing to accept the result. And I think all of us that support Donald Trump would do the same thing.
80% of Wisconsin counties have canvassed ballots. Clerks say the total vote count that has changed is just 46 votes. President Trump is pursuing several legal challenges to the election results, but the Department of Homeland Security has said this year's election was the most secure in our history, and there was no evidence of voter fraud. Groups also rallied in the nation's capital. Video shows people ran towards the president's motorcade as he rode past the rallies at Freedom Plaza in D.C. this morning. The president spent the rest of his morning at his Virginia Golf Club. Meanwhile, President-elect Joe Biden spent part of his morning biking with his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, in Delaware. They both waved at cameras as they passed by. The two were followed by what appears to be Secret Service. Biden is spending the day at his vacation home in Rehoboth Beach. The president-elect is expected to take a historic step in the coming weeks during his transition process and select a woman to head the Pentagon for the first time. Michelle Flournoy is a politically moderate Pentagon veteran. She's widely regarded by U.S. officials and political insiders as a top choice for this position. Her selection would come on the heels of a tumultuous Pentagon period under President Trump, where 5 men have held the top job. The 5 U.S. soldiers who died in a helicopter crash in Egypt this week have been identified. Seth Vandekamp, Dallas Garza, Marwan Gabor, Kyle McKee, and Jeremy Kane Sherman were all killed in Thursday's incident. The group was part of the multinational peacekeeping force operating there. International authorities say the crash was caused by technical issues. 1 American survived the incident. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, Dana has your firstborn forecast, plus a new exhibit celebrates 3 decades of history at the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art. Why the museum says this exhibit hits so close to home, and how a Wisconsin Fire Department is working to get more women working in the field. Stay with us.
But Toyotathon's already here with great year-end deals for that special someone. Trust me, these work way better than mistletoe.
Right now, you can get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2020 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Culver's chicken sandwiches are proof that raised right tastes right.
I really care about the food we eat, and that all starts here.
The chicken that we serve to our kids is grown right here on our farm.
It takes growers like yourself to produce these great sandwiches at Culver's.
Every bite tastes like chicken is supposed to.
This is chicken raised right.
Our grilled chicken, our crispy chicken, and our spicy crispy chicken, they are amazing.
Welcome to delicious.
As a retired weatherman, I like things I can predict. That's why I chose an AARP Medicare supplement insurance plan from United Healthcare. It's the kind of plan with predictable out-of-pocket costs. Plus, the plan I chose has a low to 0% chance of copays. It's a sunny day for me.
Honey, you're doing it again.
I'll stop.
The only Medicare supplement plans with the AARP name. Medicare supplement plans have no networks and no referrals, so you can take charge.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we live where you live, so we know the importance of Midwest family traditions. And no matter how different they are this year, we'll help you make them especially memorable with everything you need to stay home for the holidays. Like this special buy Toastmaster hand mixer, half off. Your choice of Farm and Fleet peanut varieties, just $1.99. Save $5 on assorted Rice Light sets. And don't forget the snacks.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
coming, but Toyotathon's already here with great year-end deals for that special someone. Trust me, these work way better than mistletoe.
Right now, you can get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2020 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, have you started your holiday shopping? Well, we show you the best deals and ways to shop local. Plus, cold and rainy. Chris is going to keep you updated on your weekend forecast. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A new exhibit is on display at the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art. The museum's director, Stephen Fleischman, retired recently. So this exhibit reflects and honors the museum's collection under his leadership. It's open until March.
This exhibition really honors the relationships that the museum has had with various donors, artists, the relationships that we've developed, and also how we're going to move forward after, the next 30 years. So this exhibition really sums up the past 30 years, and we're hoping to sort of reassess and reprioritize our collection with our new director, Christina Brungart, and really see what the future holds for the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art.
The museum reopened in August and has limited hours with special hours on Sundays from 10 a.m. until noon for those who are immunocompromised. Eat Street is helping raise food and money for the Goodman Community Center. They held a Fill the Van event outside Jennifer Street Market today to collect dry goods for the Goodman Center's Thanksgiving baskets. Eat Street also partnered with Dream Bake to donate money to the Goodman Center.
As a company, we are really excited about the efforts that we've been able to do so far, and that's we're just adding these community elements to, again, kind of take that to another level because the need is so great this year.
Every year, the Goodman Center puts together 4,000 baskets to help feed families in Dane County. Around the state, a program inside the Milwaukee Fire Department is looking to increase the number of women working in the field. WTMJ's Adriana Mendez has more.
Creating a better life for her family. That's the reason why Sakura Zhang joined the Milwaukee Fire Department Cadet Program.
I have a 4-year-old son. His name is Eli, and then I just want to have a good, successful future.
She has been in the program for more than a year and says it has its challenges, but every day she's feeling inspired and empowered to be a part of a male-dominated field.
I know I can provide for my family. I wouldn't have to worry about finding a job in the future when this is already pretty much set for me.
According to the National Fire Protection Association, 4% of career firefighters nationwide are female. The Milwaukee Fire Department reports 5% of its firefighters are women. But in the cadet program, about a third of their class size is female.
As you can see, we're doing our best to try to increase those numbers on our fire department.
The cadet program is a 2-year paid apprenticeship for young adults ages 17 to 19 years old. Michael Ball with the Milwaukee Fire Department says they are actively working on recruiting more women to be a part of their team. He says the more diversity they have, the better it makes the department overall.
It certainly is a male-dominated career. We're trying our best to change that.
Each of these ladies proving they are strong, powerful women. They say they are passionate about this career and hope other women are inspired too.
This shows there's no reason for it to be male-dominated. We can all do it. It's important to push yourself into new dynamics and different relations with people.
Anyone from around the state is invited to apply for the 2021 program. Applications to apply for that are on the Milwaukee Fire Department's website. They are due on December 2nd. NASA and SpaceX are preparing tonight for tomorrow's launch at Cape Canaveral in Florida. It'll be the first fully operational mission for the Crew Dragon spacecraft. The 4 astronauts on board will spend 6 months on the International Space Station. The original launch was set for October 31st. That was postponed to allow for extra time for hardware testing. Today's launch was delayed again due to high winds. We will live stream the launch tomorrow at 6:30 on our Channel 3000 Facebook page. Let's get a look at your first warm weather. We were feeling that wind here too, Dana.
Definitely feeling the wind, likely hearing it overnight also, as it is almost howling outside. We still have showers and isolated thunderstorms overnight. The windy conditions will stay with us overnight and early on Sunday, and then sunshine expected for the work week. Not going to be a as chilly outside for Monday, and we'll have those sunny skies to help dry things up, because right now everything is just a little soggy. And that's going to continue over the next several hours. As we look at our radar right now, we did have some lightning right along the state line, so some thunderstorms mixed in. Generally, though, it's been coming through as pretty light rain, aside from those few isolated thunderstorms. Rainfall totals have been under 1/10 of an inch for most of the area through this afternoon and this evening. Our breeze coming from the southeast right now, sustained winds at about 18 miles per hour for Madison and in Janesville, but those wind gusts have been closer to 30 miles per hour at times. So we do have that wind advisory in effect for tonight. Temperatures are quite steady. We really haven't moved much through this evening because we have that cloudy sky overhead. In the mid-40s for much of Dane County, close to 50 degrees in Mineral Point, and it's a big jump compared to where we were at this time yesterday. And we are going to hold steady, stay pretty mild overnight until temperatures start to fall during the day tomorrow. We'll be close to 40 degrees to start off our Sunday. Mostly cloudy skies expected overnight and through Sunday morning, with shower chances continuing until about 8, 9, 10 o'clock. So mid-morning, those shower chances winding down, and that's when our temperatures will steadily fall. Close to noon, we're still in the mid-30s, and through the afternoon, we're dropping into the low 30s, with our skies becoming mostly clear overnight and overnight lows landing in the 20s to start off Monday. Otherwise, will be mostly sunny in the afternoon, with high temperatures pretty close to average, back to the mid-40s with our breeze now coming in from the northwest. So a seasonable trend kicking off for the start of the work week, and we're expecting that to continue for much of the work week. A few cooler days, but overall feeling again like November outside. Shower chances early in the day tomorrow. That high temperature of 39 is going to be early on, and then we will be cooling off through the afternoon and evening, dropping to the upper 20s by early Monday morning. And then Monday we see a seasonal high of 45 degrees. Mostly sunny for Monday and for Tuesday, in the upper 30s for us on Tuesday. So just a smidge cooler outside. We're still breezy for the middle of the week, but by the end of the week, high temperatures will be back into the 50s. So we see a brief warm up before our next rain chance building in by next weekend.
That'll be nice to have a little bit of a warm up, and we have some dry time before we get some more rain.
It is, and it's nice when we have afternoon highs at least above freezing, so things get a little cool, a little chilled at night, and then they have the opportunity to thaw out during the day.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Dana. Still ahead on News 3 now at 10. The Badgers are back on the court. Take a look at Greg Gard's team next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
When I grow up, I want to be an expert in something. I want to know what it would be like to make a difference. I want to be a part of something bigger, to help people, to change lives. When I grow up, I want to show the world that anything is possible. But now I know that making a difference doesn't take much. It just takes me. Join our team.
Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
It's the pre-Thanksgiving sale at Fleet Farm. Shop in-store and online for huge savings on things like all Melissa and Doug toys. 30% off our low fleet price. An Eskimo 8-inch pistol bit ice auger, only $149.99. And get a free $50 Fleet Farm gift card when you spend $300 on any Milwaukee or DeWalt products. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Fleet Farm, the brands you trust.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event begins now. We're giving you the best deals of the season on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Ford Built for the Holidays. Get 0 for 66 financing plus $1,000 flex by cash and $2,000 trade assist on Escape during the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
I make saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
So I can get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements?
Yep, all season long.
And do I have to get the most expensive plan?
Nope, no plan restrictions.
Okay, but we have to trade in our phones.
Right?
Right?
Nope, keep your phones.
Did you say free phone?
Yep, the latest phone's free for you.
Okay,
Switch to U.S. Cellular and get the latest phones free, available all season long with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular, upgrade to fair.
This holiday season, use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A great day for Badger fans. Wisconsin returned to the field tonight for the first time in 3 weeks and didn't miss a beat. The Badgers carried a 28-0 lead into the locker rooms and beat Michigan 49-11 on the road in Ann Arbor. Quarterback Graham Mertz carried Wisconsin's offense while Nakia Watson ran for 2 touchdowns. Wisconsin will head to Evanston next Saturday to face undefeated Northwestern. The best college football game today may have been the one in Huntington, West Virginia. Marshall's football team wore the number 75 on its helmet. Today's the 50th anniversary of the plane crash that killed 75 members of its football team. Marshall stayed undefeated, beating Middle Tennessee State 28-7. And the Badger men's basketball team was back in action today. The team live-streamed its annual red and white scrimmage game online this afternoon. Tyler Wall was among the 3 players inactive for the game. UW is scheduled to get its season underway in less than 2 weeks against Eastern Illinois on November 25th at the Kohl Center. Golf's most prestigious tournament will come to a close tomorrow. It comes after a 7-month delay due to the pandemic. Like most sporting events, the Masters has looked awfully different due to COVID-19. No patrons have been allowed to watch at Augusta National in Georgia, creating a brand new viewing experience for golf fans at home. Madison magazine columnist and lifelong golf fan Doug Moe says some of the golfers really miss having the fans there, but it shouldn't affect how the tournament plays out.
Some really miss it. They miss kind of the getting fired up, you know, even a couple of golfers who just tend to have antagonism from the crowd, kind of feed off that. But others like the fact that they can really focus and not have to worry about having the people there.
World number 1, Dustin Johnson, has matched the 54-hole scoring record at the Masters. He currently leads the field after 3 rounds at 16 under par. 3 golfers are tied for second at 12 under, and defending champion Tiger Woods sits 11 shots back of the lead in 20th place. You can catch the final round of the Masters tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. right here on CBS. A final check of your First Warn forecast when we return.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or get the Doctor's Choice Firm for only $499.99, plus 7 years, no interest, and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
At GHC, we want you to be safer at home. We have more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
The world needs people who fight for what's right. For us, that means fighting for you when an accident has turned your life upside down.
In 1912, Leon L. Bean sold his first batch of 100 boots. 90 of them leaked. He refunded every pair and then perfected them. Because if it wasn't comfortable, he didn't want people to have it. This holiday season, we want to help you give the warmest, coziest, longest-lasting gifts on earth and make you feel more comfortable than you have in a long, long time.
You know what I think? I think you owe us $48.50. Wild thing.
If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
This year, our driveways have brought us all closer together and been our gateways to the world. For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2020 UX 200 for $299 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or get the Doctor's Choice firm for only $499.99. Plus, 7 years, no interest, and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
Download the Channel 3000 app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A huge Norway spruce has arrived in New York City's Rockefeller Center. The 75-foot tree was trucked in early this morning and later lifted into its spot by a crane. The tree will be decorated over the coming weeks. It'll have more than 5 miles of lights, which will be lit up on December 2nd. No in-person spectators will be allowed this year due to the pandemic, but you will be able to watch the lighting ceremony online. Dana, I know we already talked about we wait a little bit to decorate.
And I know this year, Christmas decorations, I've seen a lot going up early.
Yeah.
Everyone can use a little bit of positivity. Yeah, I'm here for it. I won't complain, but I'm still going to wait right now. We have wind and rain tonight into early Sunday morning. For the afternoon, should dry up, but it's going to be colder outside. Temps will be falling through the 30s. Mostly sunny skies for Monday and Tuesday. By the end of the week, we will be back in the 50s, a little mild stretch before our next chance for rain starts to develop by next weekend. Nice to see some sunshine, though. That'll help us dry out after this rainy weekend.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.